Welcome back, everyone. This is Think in English, and you're listening to Day 3 of our immersive English-speaking journey. I'm John.
And I'm Jenny. So glad to have you with us again. Today is special. If you've made it to Day 3, that means you're not just curious. You're committed. You're here to transform the way your brain works with English. You're here to train your mind to think in English, not just speak it.
Exactly. And that's the key word today, train. Because thinking in English is not magic. It's not something that happens after watching one video or listening to one podcast. It's a habit. It's a mental transformation. And that's what will guide you through today.
Let's take a deep breath together. All right, you're not just learning English anymore. You're becoming someone who lives through it, who thinks through it. That's a new identity forming, and today's episode is going to be a turning point.
Here's what we'll cover in this episode. 1. Why most people fail to think in English and how to avoid that trap. 2. A powerful mental exercise to train thought-to-word speed. 3. How to describe your world in English using micro-narratives. 4. Our signature thought immersion drill. 20 minutes of deep mental training. 5. A motivational close that you'll never forget. So, grab your headphones, find a quiet space, or don't if you're listening on the move, and let's begin. Chapter 1. Why most people can't think in English.
Let's be honest. You've been learning English for years, right? You probably understand movies. Maybe you can even write decent sentences. But when it comes to speaking, something strange happens. Your brain pauses. You want to say something, but your mind goes silent. Or worse, it starts speaking in your native language. That's where most people get stuck. They're translating instead of thinking.
Yes, think about it. If every sentence in your mind has to be born in your native language and then translated into English before you speak, it's like trying to run a marathon while carrying a heavy bag. It slows you down. It confuses you. It breaks your confidence.
What we need is direct access. You want to look at a tree and immediately think, that tree is beautiful in English, not translate it from your native thought into English.
So how do we get there?
By training your brain to build thought tracks in English. Just like you trained your muscles to walk, balance, or ride a bike, your brain can be trained to default to English. But it takes a method, and that's what we're giving you today.
Chapter 2. The Thought-to-Word Speed Drill. Let's do a simple exercise. If you're not driving or doing anything dangerous, close your eyes. I'm going to say a few words. You don't repeat them, you just see them in your mind. Are you ready? Book. Street. Sky. Water. Smile.
Now go deeper. Picture a small story. A boy is walking through a street. He sees a book on the ground. He picks it up and smiles. Don't say it in your native language. Just imagine it in English. That's how your brain begins to link thoughts directly to English words.
This is called thought mapping. You're building neural pathways that link imagery and emotion directly with English vocabulary. The more you do this, the more your inner monologue starts using English.
We'll now do a longer drill together. You can close your eyes if you're able. John and I will guide you through an inner world. All you have to do is follow the story in English.
Chapter 3. Inner World Exercise. Micro-narrative practice. You wake up. The sunlight touches your face. You stretch your arms and say softly to yourself, "Good morning." You walk to the window. The sky is blue. You think, "What a beautiful day."
You go to the kitchen. You open the fridge. You think, "What should I eat?" You take out some milk, pour it into a glass. "I'm hungry," you say in your mind. "Let's have breakfast."
As you go through your morning, your brain is narrating. Not loudly, not perfectly, but in simple, clear English.
That's micro-narrative training, the practice of describing your actions as you do them in English. Over time, it becomes natural. You're not forcing it anymore. It's like a quiet English friend living in your head, describing your life.
Let's try this live. You just listen and imagine. I walk to the door. I open it slowly. I hear the birds outside. I smile. I feel peaceful.
Simple, right? But powerful. Do this every day. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and your brain will adapt. Chapter 4, Thought Immersion Drill, 20-minute guided practice. The full 20-minute guided session will be here, featuring scene description prompts, emotional word practice, present tense internal narration, daily activity shadowing such as brushing teeth, walking, making coffee, and structured Q&A thinking such as "What do I need today?" or "How do I feel?"
Let me say something from my heart. If you're listening to this right now, you're not just learning English, you are rewiring your brain. You are fighting decades of habit, hesitation, and fear, and you are winning.
You're not broken. You're not slow. You're just untrained. And today, that changes.
You can build this fluency. You can think in English. You can speak with clarity. But you have to show up, like you did today.
So don't stop. Replay this. Practice the inner world drill. Describe your day in English, even if it's just in your head.
So guys, we laid the foundation, why it's important, how our thoughts shape our speech, and the mental shifts required to stop translating from your native language.
Exactly. And now we're going further. We'll give you advanced mental exercises, real-world conversation tactics, shadowing routines, and mindset training. We'll explore not just what to practice, but how to internalize it, emotionally and mentally.
Chapter 4.1. The Inner Voice Rewired.
Let's start by talking about your inner voice. Everyone has one. It's that running dialogue in your head. Now ask yourself, what language is your inner voice using right now?
If the answer is still your native language, that's okay. But from this moment on, we're going to begin the rewiring process.
Here's the first exercise. Narrate your day in English, silently. As you walk, cook, clean, or ride in a bus, think in English.
For example, I am washing the dishes. I need to buy tomatoes. He is wearing a blue shirt.
This seems simple, but it's profound. You are gently convincing your brain that English is not a foreign code, but a part of your identity.
Now add emotion. Don't just say, I'm walking. Say, I'm walking slowly because I'm tired. Bring reason, feeling, and intention into your inner dialogue.
When you feel stressed, talk to yourself in English. When you're happy, express it internally in English. That's how fluency is born, not just by vocabulary, but by emotional connection.
Chapter 5. Shadow Training. Not just imitation, but embodiment.
Let's talk about shadowing. Many people think it's just copying someone's voice, but it's more than that. Shadowing is a full-body, emotional rehearsal of language.
Find a video clip. It could be from a movie, interview, or podcast, ideally with subtitles. Watch it once, then again. Pause after every sentence and repeat what you hear, mimicking tone, rhythm, and expression.
Don't just repeat the words. Feel the words. Match the emotion.
For example, if the actor says, I can't believe this is happening, don't say it flatly. Say it with emotion. Feel the disbelief. That's what makes your brain own the language.
This activates multiple areas of your brain. Listening, motor function, emotional regulation. It's like a gym workout, but for English fluency.
Do this for just 10 minutes a day. Over time, you'll find those expressions becoming part of your natural speech.
Chapter 6. Internal Conversations. Here's a secret most advanced learners use. They have conversations with themselves.
Yes, it sounds strange, but internal dialogue is one of the most effective tools.
You ask yourself a question, then answer, like, why am I feeling nervous today? Maybe because I have a presentation. Am I prepared? Yes, I practiced. I know the material.
By doing this in English, you're training not just fluency, but emotional processing in a new language.
It becomes a habit, and one day, you'll notice something incredible. When you feel something deep, your brain won't run to your native language. It will default to English.
Chapter 7. Listening like a warrior.
Fluency is not just about speaking. It's also about listening with intention.
We want you to start listening like a warrior, with purpose, focus, and discipline.
When you watch a movie or listen to a podcast, don't just understand. Ask, why did they use that phrase? What tone did they use? How did the other person react?
You'll start recognizing patterns, phrasal verbs, sarcasm, humor, regret. These are the real tools of conversation.
And here's a challenge. Pick one 2-minute scene from a movie today. Watch it 5 times, write down every word, then shadow it.
Do this every day for 30 days. You'll change not just your English, but your identity. Chapter 8. Thinking in questions. We think in statements, But fluency thrives in questions. Try this. Every hour, ask yourself 3 questions in English. What am I doing now? How do I feel? What do I want to say? Now answer them. Out loud if possible. If not, in your mind. Questions create curiosity, and curiosity breeds fluency. Chapter 9. Confidence through repetition. John, what's the biggest fear learners have? Looking stupid. Exactly. But here's the thing. No one becomes fluent without first being awkward. So how do we kill that fear? Repetition. Practice saying the same phrases every day. Not because you're dumb, but because you're smart enough to master it. Start with these 10 power phrases. 1. Can you help me? 2. I don't understand. 3. What do you mean? 4. I agree. 5. I'm not sure. 6. That's interesting. 7. What's your opinion? 8. Let me explain. 9. I think you're right. And 10. Could you repeat that, please? Say them every morning, out loud, with power, with conviction. Make them yours. Chapter 10. The 24-hour English loop. Here's your ultimate practice routine. The 24-hour English loop. Morning, internal narration plus 10 power phrases. Afternoon, 1 shadowing session plus movie scene breakdown. Evening, internal Q&A plus listen and repeat podcast. Night, reflect in English journal. It may sound intense, but it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about making English a part of your rhythm. And you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. So that wraps up of day 3. You're not just learning English anymore. You're living it. Tomorrow we take it even deeper. We'll explore how to describe abstract emotions, tell stories, and explain ideas in English. Because fluency isn't about big words. It's about deep connection. Until then, keep thinking in English, keep breathing in English, and keep becoming. See you in the next episode. Thank you for watching.